Hi everybody, a big warm welcome back. This is now episode 11, which is so amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Catherine, and in this session tonight, all I want to do, and in all these sessions, is just to spread a wee bit of love, a wee bit of kindness, a wee bit of positivity, and just to help our amazing children know that they can do absolutely anything in the world and it teaches them about their magnificence, about their magnificent mind, and that they really can do anything, they can be anything, they can have anything in the world. So if that sounds good, then stick around because if there's lots of lovely things happening in this one tonight. As always, I'm just going to share my screen now. Um, and then we can get started. And I hope everybody is doing really well. There's lots of lovely stories happening tonight, two lovely books that I'd love to share with you all. So, as always, just so good to have you here. And the only true rules is just to be yourself and to be kind. And as I always say, they're pretty good rules to have um, all throughout life as well. So, just remember to be really, really kind. Um, and then for tonight, we'll start off as I always do with some things, some good things that have happened this week. And then we've got a lovely story, two lovely stories, and then some cool wee questions. And then a big, big thank you as well for being here. Um, so what I would love you to do is just to have a wee think, four good things that have happened this week. Um, Things that have maybe made you smile. It could be a person who's maybe helped you. It could be something fun that you have done this week, something fun that you've learned. It could be a feeling. It could be absolutely anything in the world. But have a wee think because the more that we think about it, the more we give thanks for it, more good things will happen. And you'll be able to recognize it as well, which is really, really cool. So I'm going to join in on this because I've got lots of lovely things um, to give thanks for. So I had a lovely day with my mommy today, and I went shopping with my mommy. So um, I'm going to definitely give thanks for that. Let me see what could we get for just that nice one there. So I'm giving thanks and I'm giving gratitude for my amazing mommy. Um, and then the other lovely thing was that I saw my lovely wee nieces over the weekend. Um, and they were just amazing. So let me see. I wonder will we go for I think we could maybe go for family for that one as well. I wonder is there a nice yeah, let's do a nice heart for family. I might have used this one before, but that's all good as well. So that was lots of fun too. Um, and then the other lovely thing that happened was that I was playing sports this weekend with my teammates, and it was lots of fun. So I definitely want to give thanks for that. Let's see what we'll go for. Well, maybe just go for. Seem to be going for the writing tonight, which is good as well. So this one here, and then the other lovely thing that I want to give thanks for is that while I was out shopping, I got some lovely new t-shirts because I'm going on a little adventure very soon. So I got some nice t-shirts. So we'll go for this one here. So I'm very, very grateful for all of those as well. So what I'm going to do is you have a wee think, and there could be more than four things. There could be, even if there's one thing, it doesn't matter how many there are. It's the feeling that you have inside. And I know whenever I was thinking about all of those lovely things, there's a big smile on my face, and I can feel the love for my mummy. I can feel the love for my wee nieces and my family. I can feel the love for the girls and playing sport with them. I can feel the love and the gratitude and the excitement for the t-shirts and for the shops and for all of that. And that's why we do it as well. So you have a wee think as well, because that'll definitely help. Um, What I would love to do now is I would love to read you a lovely story, two actually lovely stories. And I think we'll start with this one here. Um, this one is called Follow My Lead. It's a boy author today. It's Niall Breslin, and the illustrator is a girl, and she's called Emma Proctor. Um, and this story is going to help us with our minds. It's going to help us maybe to just be a wee bit calmer, and it's going to teach us lots of cool things. And there's a lovely wee rhyme in it at the end. So it's a nice one here, and there's a lovely Dalmatian in this one, and I love dogs, so I think I was maybe drawn to that as well because there's a lovely dog in it. Follow my lead. Now, Sam couldn't wait to get to school. She had a busy week ahead with a trip to the museum planned, a swimming gala, and a concert where she was going to play her ukulele. It was all very exciting. Sam's dad noticed that she was eating her breakfast very quickly. Cornflakes were spilling all over the table. Slow down, Sam. You'll get hiccups if you eat that fast. I have to get in early for rehearsals, Sam said. I can't be late. We have the show this week. Sam worried about how much she had to do at school. Even though she enjoyed it all, sometimes her head got so full of thoughts it almost made her feel dizzy. Now, I've definitely felt like that, and maybe you felt a wee bit like that as well. I'm going to tell you a wee trick that my friend taught me. This wee line here, I'm going to go back and I'm going to read this one. Sam worried about how much she had to do at school. She enjoyed it all. Sometimes her head got so full of thoughts it almost made her dizzy. And sometimes whenever we worry or whenever we panic, it's because we're thinking too far ahead into the future. So all Sam's doing right now is she's eating her breakfast. And that's all she really has to focus on. She doesn't need to think about the rehearsals. She doesn't need to think about what's going to happen in school today. All she needs to do is just to be present. Just bring it back to now. Enjoy your cornflakes and enjoy being with your wee doggy there as well. And this wee doggy's called Frank. But sometimes whenever we worry, it's because we're going too far ahead and we're thinking about things that we don't want to happen. So instead of doing that, just slow it down, just bring it back to now, because that's all we can control is now. Hopefully that helps. Please, can we go now? She said as she hopped up to check she had everything she needed for the day. Of course, Daddy said. Let me just finish my coffee. I don't drink coffee, but I love tea. And I always have tea before I go to school. At last they were out of the gate and on the way to school. Sam cycled off so fast that she nearly bumped into a lady on the pavement. This is the lady here. Watch where you're going, Sam, Daddy said as he rushed to catch up with her. What on earth has got into you today? Sam apologised. Sorry, Dad. My mind is all over the place and I didn't see her. And Sam's just excited and she's just feeling a wee bit nervous. And that's all okay. But she just needs to take a wee minute and just settle herself and just know that she can do it. I know she doesn't need to worry about the ukulele or the show or anything like that. It was a very busy day at school. By the time the bell went for home, Sam was exhausted. Dad was waiting at the school gates for her. He brought Frank with him. Shall we go to the park on the way home? He suggested. Sam was tired, but she loved going on walks with Dad and Frank, so she locked up her bike and they headed into the park. This is a great park because there's lots of other lovely wee animals there, some wee ducks. And there's a squirrel up there as well. And there's butterflies coming up too, which is beautiful. Dad had brought some bread with him, so he and Sam went to feed the ducks. Frank wandered nearby, sniffing the ground excitedly. He tried to chase a squirrel, but he was on the lead, so the squirrel just scurried away up a tree. Frank barked, but he couldn't reach it. Sam giggled at Frank's frustration. He ran back towards her, sending ducks flying. Sam jumped back as she got splashed into the face. That's what you get for laughing at him, Daddy said, smiling. Come here and I'll dry you off. I'm sorry I was snappy this morning, Sam said, drying her face. There are just so many fun things to do at school. I don't want to miss out on anything, but sometimes my mind gets too busy thinking about it all. You just need to think about one thing at a time. Dad scratched his head thoughtfully, then pointed over at Frank. You see the way Frank gets really excited when he's in the park? He asked Sam. He's curious and playful and jumps all over the place. He loves going for walks and exploring. It's the same with our minds. They can get excited and curious too. Sometimes our minds need to slow down, Dad said, picking up a stick to throw for Frank. So we should be gentle with them, always gentle and always kind and always loving and always caring to yourself and to everybody else. There's no need to get upset, just like we're not angry with Frank for doing what dogs do. See how he's having a little wonder now. It's good to let your mind wander sometimes too. And I sometimes let my mind wander. And I let my mind wander by using my imagination and thinking about all the incredible things that I would love to have in my life. So you remember that, because our imagination is one of our gifts. It's one of the gifts that we've been given. And something that I have learned and something that I keep reminding myself of by an incredible man called Bob Proctor. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. And we use our imagination to only think about all the things that we want to happen. But you remember that line as well. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. And I know I'm going off a wee bit one here, but I think that's okay. Whenever we think about people like maybe Ronaldo or Taylor Swift or people who we see maybe on television who've achieved so much, they've done that because they've seen that in their mind and they had a dream and they never gave up on it. And that's the same for you and that's the same for me as well. And it will not always be a wee smooth road and there'll be challenges that'll come up and that's okay too. But if you see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. It might take you a wee while to get it, but that's okay. You just gotta never, ever, ever give up. Never give up. Minds can get very busy, just like Frank investigating all the interesting smells in the bush. But if it all gets too much or he wanders too far away, we simply give him a little tug on the lead and he comes right on back to us. Now, whenever you're thinking about all the lovely things and all the amazing things that make you feel so happy, you keep thinking about them, and that's when you should be using your imagination. But I think what Daddy's saying here, if it gets too much, or if you're maybe worrying, if you start to worry and then you worry about this thing and then the next thing and then the thing after that, that's when you give it a wee tug and that's when you just say, hold on, I've gone too far ahead. I need to bring it back. But for all the good things, you never stop that. You never stop thinking about all of that. But for these wee things that aren't making you feel good, just bring it back, just like the lead here. Dad took the lead and showed Sam how to gently pull Frank back. Frank scampered over to them and presented Sam with his stick. He slumped down by her feet, waiting patiently for her to throw it again. And I loved the way that it said Dad took the lead and showed Sam how to gently pull Frank back. So you never get cross with yourself, you never get angry with yourself. You treat yourself like you're your own best friend, like somebody who you love, somebody who you really, really, really care for. And you just say, oh, I've gone too far. I'm just going to bring it back. Yeah, because no, you don't need to worry or you don't need to think about things that don't make you feel good. Can you show me how to slow my mind down, Dad? Sam asked, scratching Frank behind the ear. Dad nodded. You just need to stop for a moment like Frank here. Follow his lead by taking a few gentle breaths in and out. It will help calm your mind down. And there's a wee trick that I sometimes whenever I'm helping wee boys and girls, even in my class. So you smell the flowers, you take a big deep breath and you go, and then blow out the candles. So you smell the flowers and blow out the candles. That'll help. Smell the flowers and blow out the candles. So imagine it's your birthday and you're blowing them all out. Now close your eyes and listen to this. Dad put his arm around Sam and started to sing softly. The sound made her feel calm. Frank pricked up his ears and put his head on one side to listen too. When your thoughts get so busy that you almost feel dizzy, find a seat, settle down, let your feet touch the ground. Breathe in and out slowly, bring calm to your mind. Follow my lead and leave your worries behind. Frank barked at the last line as if to say, yes, follow my lead. Let's go, Sam. Daddy smiled at the dog. If you do that a few times, hopefully it should make your mind settle down and your tummy feel less worried about everything. Sam opened her eyes. It does help, she said in wonder. I'll try that whenever my mind gets a bit too busy. Frank put a paw on her leg. He really wanted to get moving again. Sam jumped up and set off at a run. Frank lolloping along behind. Come on, Dad. Follow our lead, she called back to him. Dad shook his head and smiled. It looked like Sam was feeling much better. Later that week, Mum and Dad went to watch Sam and her concert at school. As Sam peered around the corner, she noticed her mind was feeling a bit busy again. Would she remember the music? Where had she put her ukulele? She thought back to the park and to Frank on his lead. She took a calming breath and remembered Dad's song. In a couple of minutes, she felt much better. Now she was ready. And this is Daddy's wee song again. And the last wee bit it says, we can all get overwhelmed at times, especially when our brains feel very full, minds feel full. Try Dad's rhyme to help settle things down. A walk in nature can really help too. When your thoughts get so busy that you almost feel dizzy, find a seat, settle down, let your feet touch the ground. Breathe in and out slowly, bring calm to your mind, follow my lead, and leave your worries behind. And I like the sound of that one. I do. So I hope you enjoyed that book. Follow my lead by Niall Breslin, and the illustrator is Emma Proctor. So I hope you like that one. And I think we'll get time maybe for one more. I think we've actually read this one before, but there was something just in my heart saying, just read it again. Um, and sometimes I do that with books again, and sometimes you just see something that maybe you didn't see before. Um, but what if? Because I'm going to read this one and then I'm going to go back because there's so many questions here that I've got. So you might remember this story. This is about a lovely little boy called Joe, and Joe is going to a party. And it's his first party, so he's feeling all a wee bit nervous. He's got wee butterflies in his tummy, and that's okay. It's okay to have wee butterflies in your tummy, but I want you to remember that your mind's so powerful, your mind's so beautiful, and your mind will help you. And you just have to be really, really kind and really caring and really loving to your mind. And it'll always, always, always help you. Um, so we'll get started. This is definitely one of my favorites. So our friend Joe. Joe was going to his first big party. It was at his friend Tom's home, but Joe had lost the invitation, so he didn't know the house number. It's okay, Joe, said Mum. Tom lives somewhere on this street. We'll find it. So they set off. What if there's someone at the party I don't know? That's fine. It's nice to meet new people. Not if they're horrible. Oh, they won't be, Joe. Look, do you think that's Tom's house? The first house to go to. I don't think that's Tom's house. I don't think so. There's a lovely wee dog, yes, a lovely wee boxer. What if there's a lot of people there? There might be. I hope not. Is this the house? Let's check this one. I don't think that's it either. That's a lovely elephant in that house. No, said Joe. What if I don't like the food? I'm sure they'll have lots of lovely things to eat. Is this the house? Now, before we turn the page, our wee friend Joe, he's forgetting that his words are so powerful. And he's forgetting to use one of his superhero powers called perception. And if I was thinking of Joe, or if I could talk to Joe right now, I would be telling Joe to think about how he really wants it to be. So Joe's saying there, what if I don't like the food? But if we change our idea, if we change our perception of that, if we say, well, what if I love the food? What if I taste the most delicious food I've ever had and it just makes me feel so yummy and so good inside? I think that's a much nicer feeling to have, isn't it? Than thinking, what if I don't like the food? What if the people there are horrible? What if they're amazing? What if they're so kind? And what if I laugh all night? That's a much nicer feeling to have, isn't it? So you can maybe give that a wee go instead of thinking, well, what if this happens and what if it goes wrong like this? What if it doesn't work out like that? What if it does? What if it's the best thing ever? Because that's what I try my best to do as well. Um, and I think I've shared this quote before, but there's an amazing quote by somebody very special, Wayne Dyer, and he says, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So if Joe could just change the way he looks at all these what ifs, then he would just feel a wee bit better, a wee bit warmer maybe inside. Um, but he's doing really well. I love the way, even though he's feeling nervous, and he's still feeling nervous. He's so brave as well. Because there's maybe a wee point to Joe there that he's thinking, you know what, mommy, let's just go home. I don't want to go to the party, and there's nice food in our house. But Joe's persistent, and Joe's being very brave and very, very courageous. And he just doesn't realise how brave he is. He just doesn't realise. But I don't think that's someone's house either there. So let's see the next one. What if they play scary games? They won't love, only nice ones. But how do you know? Is this it? It slips a wee bit. See, there's people in here, so maybe this one's it. I don't think that's it though. No, said Joe. When will you come and get me? Oh, in about a couple of hours. Can't you come any earlier? Asked Joe. What if it's awful? You'll enjoy it, said Mum. I bet you won't want to come home. I bet I will. Is this the house? Asked Mummy. No, said Joe. I just think Joe just needs a big hug, and he just needs a wee reminder that everything's going to be okay, and that he's really brave, and that whenever he gets to Tom's house, everybody will just be so happy to see him. They had come to the end of the street. That's odd. They must have walked right past it. Never mind, Mum. Let's go home. Then they saw it. Tom's house. Joe didn't notice the door opening slowly. He looked very closely. There's a wee party hat in here. This is one of my favourite pictures here. Great to see you, Joe. Thanks for coming. Hiya, Joe. Come in, Joe. So everybody is just so happy and so grateful to see Joe. And that just must be a lovely feeling for Joe right now. And sometimes that's what happens. This is something that I've learned, is that whenever you're feeling nervous and whenever you're feeling a wee bit doubting and all those wee things, whenever you push yourself to do something, you always get rewarded and it always works out. So even though Joe was definitely feeling nervous and he wanted to go home, it just must be such a lovely feeling for Joe and I to have. Everybody just so happy to see him. Yeah, really, really nice. So Joe went in and then Mommy went home. But then Mommy over here, she's starting to think all of her what ifs. Maybe Mommy needs a wee hug as well. So this is what Mommy's thinking. I hope Joe will be all right. Of course he will. It's only a party. But what if he's really unhappy? What if he's really happy? And what if it's the best party ever? I think that's the nicer way maybe of looking at it. So 2 hours later, Mommy comes back and she does a knock, knock, knock on the door. And look at that. Oh, Joe's very happy now, isn't he? Hi, Mum. I've had a great time. Oh, good, said Mum. I was wondering, Joe, if you'd like to have a party of your own. Yes, please, said Joe. Here we go. And I think I said this the last time as well. Just look how happy Joe is now. It's kind of like this kind of reminds you of the Superman sign or the Superwoman sign, the red and the yellow, and this nice sweet blue jumper as well. So he knows how brave he is now. I hope he does. I hope he knows how brave he is and how loved he is, because everybody was just so happy to see him. Now, what I would love to do just before we go is there's some wee what if questions that I have here, and you might maybe like to think of some of these. So I'm gonna share it here, and then I'll make it just a wee bit bigger. We'll go here, and then we'll go there, and then we'll go there. I hope you like that story as well, because I enjoy all these lovely stories. So the first one here is, what if you had a magic wand? What would you wish for? So you can have a wee think about that, and you can have as many wishes as you want. And you could, whenever you're thinking about these, you could get out a pen or paper or pencils, or you could just use your imagination. You could just go to somewhere quiet, and if you're able to listen to maybe some nice music as well, that sometimes helps me and think about what would you wish for. And you can have as many wishes as you want. And then the next one over here is, what if you could plant any tree in the world? What would it produce? So maybe you'd like a chocolate tree, maybe you'd like a money tree, maybe you would like um, a tree, something that you really, 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 really love. Um, and you can have a wee think and wonder, could you make that into a tree? Just have a wee think. And then the other one here is, what if you won £1 million? What would you enjoy? So maybe you'd go on a lovely holiday. Maybe you'd be like Joe and have a great party. Maybe you'd like to buy something. Maybe you would like to go somewhere nice with your family. Maybe you would like to give some money away to maybe to help other people. Um, but have a wee think about that. That's a nice what if question, isn't it? I like that one. And then this is another one. What if you could build a house anywhere in the world? Where would you build it? So maybe you'd like to build it maybe in Canada. Maybe you like Nintendo and Mario, so maybe you're going to go and build it in Japan. Maybe you like Mario and Luigi, so you're going to go build it in Italy. Have a wee think about that one. What if you could build a house anywhere in the world? Where would you build it? And if you've got any Lego maybe in your house, you could maybe go and create it. Create it with some Lego. Or again, if you've got paper and the pencils and pens, you could use your imagination, you could use your creativity, and you could have a wee go and think what it would look like and how many rooms there's going to be, and if there's going to be a slide or if there's going to be a swimming pool, all those lovely, lovely things as well. Um, I just want to say a big, 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 big thank you for being here. And I hope you enjoyed that. I always have lots of fun doing these. I love reading the stories as well. So thank you so much for being here. And I will see you very soon again for episode 12. And if you've got to the end, thank you, thank you, thank you for sticking around to the end. And like I said to the girls who were on before, just remember to be so kind to yourself. Tell yourself you're amazing every day, and then go tell somebody else that they're amazing every day as well. So thank you so, so much. And I will see you all again very soon. Bye.